Yo, what up, my betting family? This is No Limit Bets. New year, new channel, first video. Let's make it a year to remember. Now, I hope y'all had a safe and good New Year's Eve. Hope y'all have a healthy, a prosperous 2023, and hope y'all reach all y'all goals y'all set out for yourself for this year. Now, we're gonna bring y'all some picks from Prize Picks on the slate, NBA slate, January 2nd, 2023. Try to make us some money, right? This is what it's all about. So without further ado, let's get into it. We got our first slip, six pick. We're going to take Chris Paul, 24.5 points and assists. Now, as we all know, Devin Booker's out, dealing with a groin injury. So it just leads, Chris Paul, point guard, to just run the offense, and it's in Madison Square Gardens. Usually, good players, star players, all-stars, they like to show up in Madison Square Garden, play good. So we're going to take the 24.5. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities. I think that's very doable for Chris Paul. So we're going to go with 24.5 points and assists. Next up, we got DeAndre Ayton, 9.5 rebounds. Now, with Mitchell Robinson being down there, Randall rebounding, the Suns are really going to need Ayton, really the only big man to rebound. So 9.5, I think that's also very, very doable. Should be down there in the paint getting his. So we're going to go with 9.5 rebounds. Next up, we got LaMelo Ball, 38.5 points, rebounds, assists. Now with this one, LaMelo Ball is starting to come into his own after the injury, playing better and better. He's a type of all-around player, he'll get you points, rebounds, assists. He has the ball a lot with that offense in Charlotte, very fast-paced. And they're playing the Lakers, who really, come on, we all know they don't really play no defense. So 38.5 should be very, very doable for him as well. Next up, we got Joel Embiid, 31.5 points. Now, they just played the Pelicans 2 games ago. He ended up with, I think, like 38. They got Valanciunas, but they really ain't got nobody to really stop Embiid down there. He's too skilled for them, too big. So 31.5, should be able to get that. Next up, we got Tyrese Halliburton, 29.5 points and assists against Toronto. Now this one, you could pick it lightly. Be able to pick somebody else. I just felt, that he should be able to get it. I know Toronto has a very, very good defense. They pretty much switch everything, 1 through 5. So they got very capable defenders, and they're like I said, they're overall a very good defensive team. But Halliburton, I just think he should be able to get his. If you're not comfortable with this line, I also like the 9.5 assists, which he definitely should be able to get. He's top 5 in assists per game, so he should be able to get that. They got him at 9.5. Next, we got DeMar DeRozan, 9.5 rebounds and assists. Now with DeMar, when they play on the road, that's when he likes to be their all-around player. Rebounds, assists, points. He really gets it done on the road with the rebounds and assists. I've picked this a few times, and this has hit, so I'm going to keep rolling with it. So that's our first one. We really don't bet too big. We just go with the 6 picks, $5. It's not that big of a risk. Obviously, you could pick whatever you want. You could bet whatever you want. You could include these in 1, 2, 3 picks, 4 picks. Just do what you want. Comment down below who y'all picking, who y'all like, who y'all don't like. I'm going to be able to look at it and respond to it, reply to y'all. Our second 6 pick, we got DeAndre Ayton, 28.5 points and rebounds. Now this one is pretty much just like my explanation for the first pick of 9.5 rebounds. He the only big man. They're gonna need him down low to be able to hold down the paint, whether it's rebounding points. So I just went with the points and rebounds, 28.5. He's been balling kind of lately, unless he gets into blowouts or anything like that, but he's been getting his. Next up, we got DeMar DeRozan, 34.5 points, rebounds, assists. Same thing as 9.5 rebounds, assists. Like I said, he's pretty much the all-around guy, player. When it comes to the road, he shows up on the road against Cleveland, a very good team. They really don't got too many wing defenders, so mid-range, that's DeMar game. So I think he should be able to get his points. And then also the rebounds and assists. 34.5, I think that's kind of low. Usually have him around 36, 37.5. 34.5 should be doable for him. Next up, we got Nicholas Claxton, 2.5 blocks and steal. Now this pick right here, y'all, this man has been getting it. I think he done got it like 6, 7 straight games, whether it's just blocks, whether it's just steals. He always gets. He had a 6-block game the other night. He just gets it, So I'm just gonna go and roll with him once again until he doesn't get it, Next up, we got LaMelo Ball, 24.5 points. Now with this one, same as the other explanation, he's pretty much the all-around guy. He's coming into his own after the injury. So, the points, rebounds, assists, you could go that route, but I don't think he gets the points, rebounds, and assists without getting his points. That's why I went with the points by itself on this slip. 24.5 is very doable against LA, fast-paced game. So you should be able to get that. Next up, same game, LeBron James. With the Lakers and LeBron, it's not much to be said. He's their only player, go-to player. He's everything to him at this point without AD. Russ has been, coming into his own, but really all the scoring is going to come from LeBron. So, 31.5, I think that's very doable against, a fast-paced Charlotte team. Don't play a lot of defense. And they ain't really got nobody to guard him either, So we're going to roll with that. And our last one for that slip, Kevin Durant, KD, 28.5 points against the Spurs. Now with this one, I was a little bit hesitant just because KD is very, very capable of dropping 30, 40 every night. But it seems like lately he's just been picking and choosing his spots, his games, to where he wants to score his points or he wants to be more of a facilitator. So this one I was a little bit skeptical, especially if it's a blowout. He's not going to get his points. Hopefully he gets the points before the blowout. But, we'll see what happens with that. So let me know down in the comments what y'all think of the picks. And then also let y'all picks be known so we could, chat it up. All right, let's make this money. Let's get it.